And again, hello again. It's going to be another one of these videos where, oop, hold on, oop, nope, stay, nope, stay, nope, stay, man. That'll do. I'll just think doing a bit. Again, there's going to be another one of these videos where it's just another video after another video because I've got time, so I might as well. Last video I mentioned, or last video I'm doing the blowers, I mentioned that I'm going to be pulling the dash apart because I need to find out why the clock isn't working, and so I want to see what connections are like in the back for the fuel gauge. I'm going to pull that out, pull the dash out, the dash cluster out, and have a look. Got my screwdriver. Let's get screwing. I caught my fingernail before, it's knacking. Oh. So I'll just grab this, do this. So I'll take these 3 screws out. There's supposed to be 4, but for some reason there's only 3 being refitted when it's been done, so yeah. It's always been there as long as I can remember, and it's also missing 2 screws from there and there. So I don't know, I can't get it. Oh well. So I got in the back of here, I'll just unplug this. We've got 4 wires going into it. One will be earth, one will be live. I'm not sure what the other 2 are. I would imagine they're switches for the tacho side. So I'm going to have a look at that and see. I can't see why it wouldn't be grafting. And this side's the fuel gauge side, because it flickers around sometimes. I might just pull this off, check these connections, and put it back on. It could well be the send unit of the tank. I might have to pull that out at some point and have a look. But it's one of those things where it's when it starts to warm up it gets flickery. So I'll have a look and see it. Surely it can't be that bad. Might even see if I've got a spare fuel gauge in the shed and have a look at that. See if I put that in, see if that fixes the problem. But it's also got the same problem as a lot of them, where when it gets warm it mists up inside, being the temp gauge as well. And old stuff, the temp gauges seem to mist up inside, like when they warm up the gas steams up. So let's have a look and see. First off, I need to have a look and find, oh, it's over there. There it is. I need to get my multimeter and let's see whether I've got power and earth to the clock. See, I've just had a look around and I've done some power testing, you know, the basics, and I've pulled the plug out and I've checked that the main power to it is only getting about 17 volt, which on a 24 volt system isn't right. Everything else is getting 24 or 25, but this isn't getting 25 for some reason, so I need to find out why. So a bit more investigating. I think power runs in to here and then out to there, so I'm just having a fanny around, see what I can see before I start pulling things apart, checking other connections and going from there. Hopefully I'll figure it out relatively quick, but at least I've started somewhere, and I've only got 17 volt to that plug, so it's a good start. If I need to, I can piggyback it off somewhere else. I would like to fix it properly, like, but depends how involved you have to get, doesn't it? There we go, and I'm back on it again. I stopped and had a cup of tea, because a cup of tea is always important. So I pulled out the circuit board that's back here. I've just turned the power off on the wagon on the main switch, pulled this off, and hey presto, look at that. So this is the power, there's the earth and there's the power to it. Canny grim. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it off and see if that helps. If not, I'll just resolder it on. Simple as that. Shouldn't be that hard to do. So I'm going to have a go at cleaning this off. Now I've got some contact cleaner and a brush. Give it a clean off, see what happens. Hopefully it does something. If it doesn't, like I say, I'll just resolder a new one in. Or pull it out and resolder it in. Some fresh solder. Well, cleaning it up didn't work. So next job, I'm going to go and I pulled it out. And I'm going to go and have a look and see if I can actually get the things pulled out, resoldered back in, and hopefully that'll fix the problem. Hopefully. There we go, she's soldered up. It doesn't look the prettiest, but it's a bit dirty, but it's soldered up, and I am about to try putting it back together, see whether that's helped it. I've resoldered that pin in that feeds the power, and then resoldered the power wire as well, and the earth. So let's see how this goes when I get it clicked back together. So that didn't work. I'm filming this left-handed, so it'll be really shaky. I just checked it off, and I'm still only getting 18 volts. See, I've checked on the dash side where the problem is, see what's going on there, and I can't find the problem. I thought I did, obviously, there with the corroded circuit board, but not. So I'm starting to trace back from the other side, which is the fuse box. On these, when you pull the sun visor down, you've got the fuse box layout and which one's which. So on number 56, fuses 1 to 6, it's carb light, cigarette light, clock, and tachograph B plus. Have I got any lights? That's a point. I know the cigarette lighter works, but doesn't. That'll be it, I think. So we've got a problem from here. So I need to find number 3, carb light, cigarette lighter, clock, and tachograph B plus. I don't know what B plus means, but so I'm going to find number 56, which is here, and then that should be that fuse box there. So let's have a look in here. Pull. There's been a flash there. Why has there been a flash there? So number 3 should be. I'm going to meet multimeter. I've got to be careful with multimeter because the cable's nearly knackered. 25, 25. I've got this one. 25 and 25. Let's check them all off. Nothing. 25, 25, 25, 25, 5, and 25. I think I've already got this light out because I just not vapor blaster, I something cleaned it a little while ago and I haven't put it back in yet. But if I check them off, they're showing 17 volt, which is the same as that, which would explain why I've got no carb lights and no clock. Let's have more of a dig. It might be in there. The next plan, because I've just checked them off, and you can, if I look carefully, I can see the numbers, and that one's number 3, which when we've checked it, is showing 25 volt each side. So the next plan is to pull this fuse block out and have a look, because I don't think it doesn't make sense for all the wire to run all the way that way, then up into that side. So it must be split and some run off this way. I'm sure it will. 99% sure it will anyway. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. But let's have a look and see what's going on. Let's get this fuse block good. I've been doing some more diagnostics now. Fuse block is out. I've pulled this fuse out because it's that one that's the problem. And it's showing it's got 25 on each side, and then it wiggled and it showed 17 on one side. When you look at the size of that, that's filthy, dirty and minging. Burned. I pulled the fuse out and I think it's blown the fuse, but not where the fuse is blown. It makes no sense. I'll show you when Dad comes back because he's got the fuse, and I'm going to go and try and find one. I went and dug a new fuse with the shed, and I fixed one problem. I fixed the problem with the 17 volts. And now we have carb lights. So, and also I've got power to the speedo now, but the clock's still not working, so a bit more digging again. But this is the fuse, so you can see it was intact and you saw us check it. But what you didn't see was the fact of, can you see that end there? It had blown half the fuse out, so it was still making a little bit of a connection, but not properly. So it was as daft as that for the power problem. That's genuinely really annoying, because I did check the fuses and I checked on both sides and all this stuff, but didn't actually pull them out because I didn't think I needed to, but I did. But that's fixed anyway, so that's one good thing. now we're just got to find out why the clock isn't working. I'm doing a bit more looking at the wiring. There's a pin that's supposed to be earthed, but it isn't earthed, and it won't. I'm trying to do a continuity check and it won't work. So I need to see whether if I just give it earth, will it work? The good thing is, the nice thing is, working on a lot of older stuff like this, especially if it hasn't been messed with like this, is the wires are right. So like, as a rule of thumb, white wires are earth, red's live, main live, blue's lights, and then other ones are other wires. So it's quite easy to work it out that way. It's like, oh, that's an earth, that's a live, hunky dory. So I'm going to crack on and get this ripped apart, and well, not ripped apart. I'm going to do some more digging and try and see if I can get the clock to graft. Wait, I've just found why the clock isn't working. So we've got power to the clock now. The power to the clock, the cigarette lighter, and the lights, as you just seen with the. I turned that light on. We're light in the dash now, which means power. And the clock still isn't working. And I've just been having a dig at that. And you can see there's a blue, which is lights, a red, which is live, a white, which is earth, and there's a yellow with a green tracer. Yellow with the green tracer runs up here to the fuse board up here, which is connected to each other. Check that. But it runs off a white wire, that one there, that one, which is an earth, which isn't earthing. So what I did is I found a bit of wire which is on the floor, it's on the bed there, and I shorted the earth out from just the plug to the screw doing there, and hey presto, the clock worked. So I've just got to fix that earth, but I don't think I'll be doing that today because it is the Friday before I go away to America, and I'm going to be away for 2 weeks. I don't really want to have the dash apart in the wagon. I think it's like 5:30 now, so I don't really want to be getting that involved now. So I'm going to click the wagon back together. I know what the problem is. I can fix it when I get back, and that'll be that for the video for today. And yeah, the good thing is though, that was a little bit. Good thing is though, I have fixed the problem of only having 18 volt, which that. Oh, pardon me, that light wasn't on. We had no carb lights, interior lights, and we had the cigarette light wasn't working properly. Pardon me. So I fixed that, which is one good thing. Which of course, again, would have meant the clock didn't work because there wasn't enough power to run it. Yeah, everything else is hunky dory for the minute. I haven't looked at the fuel gauge because I just haven't had time. So now I've just got to click. I've got to fix that little light there. There's a wire that broke on that. Now it's been broken age, but it's floating around and it could short, and I don't want that. Got to put the fuse block back in there and put the screws back in the dash. Yeah, I'll leave it at that today, and we'll come back after my holidays, get that clock fixed, and we're good to go. Well, we're not good to go, but we've still got some other stuff to do. It's another job done. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that video. I quite enjoyed making it again. I enjoy fixing stuff, playing with the wagons and fixing stuff. It's fun. I enjoy doing it. Itchy heed. And yeah, we'll see you next time. If you're enjoying the videos, drop a like it, comment, say what you're enjoying, or if you're enjoying it, or what else you'd like to see. And hopefully we'll get some more of the wagon on soon. Yeah. Until next time. Ta-ra.